So the New World Order is coming. We do need a New World Order, a concise world order where everybody works together to achieve the goals of humanity. Now, the problem and what's preventing that is Christianity. And it been that way. Well, number one, the Christianity as it is today is not the Christianity that Jesus taught. So there's that. A lot of evil comes from Christianity. And another thing is, Christians don't work together. They all believe something different. They don't work together. The scripture is too complex for most of them to understand. And so they cherry pick it, and they're cherry picking verses they don't really understand or don't apply to today, or that applied 1,000 years ago. And they transfer this to today, and they all have different interpretations of it. So they fight over it. And that's the biggest preventer of the New World Order. Now, here's the other problem. So we have Satanists on one hand who say they have rejected the beliefs of the Bible, and to bring about their order, they commit all these evils in the name of Satan, or making themselves God. And then we have Christians, and there's different that's a hard word, eschatologies, eschatology, something like that. There's different ones, and they're fighting. So how do you get rid of Christianity? And see, it's not Jesus that's the problem, it's the Christians. It really is. And here's the thing. So Christians are never solving any problems. Christians, they serve who they decide is the leader, and they never create societal change. And for the New World Order to work, we have to have everybody working on the same page. So the Christianity as we see it was created by the Romans. It was not the Christianity that Jesus taught. And so that's the problem. So we have the Satanists and we have the Christianists, but they're the Christians, but they're basically doing the same things. So, and if you look at the God of the Bible, some people call Yahweh. If you look, so there's God and the devil, but if you look at it, God really acts like a devil. Actually, he's committing genocides, he's picking favorite people, he demands blood sacrifice, he sacrifices his own son. He's really more of a devil. So we need to go back to the Gnostics, who taught that this was actually a deception. This was actually that he really is a devil, and that's why he demands blood sacrifice, because he's actually a devil. So he's not the true God, because why would the true God of the universe need blood sacrifice? Why would he need worship? Why would he need... He doesn't even need for us to admit he's real. It's a constant state of energy. So the Gnostics called him the monad, and monad, singular, the singular deity. And so the God of the Bible, they would have called an archon, which is a type of... Well, they say the archon that rules this realm was created when the monad breathed in life, and the Shekinah, the female spirit, entered into the universe. And then she figured out she could create life like the monad, so she tried to, but when she did, it was not like how the monad created it, pure like her. It created a type of devil, the archon, who didn't even realize the monad existed. So to gain power, he says people have to worship him and do all these horrible things in his name. So how do we destroy Christianity? Christianity is destroyed by fulfilling prophecy. Once prophecy is fulfilled, Christianity turns over. Then these people with their prophecy fulfilled can then work in unison. And that's how that has to happen. So here's the thing. in the past, people just worked together naturally. It talks about the Tower of Babel, how they lost their language and they weren't able to communicate. Well, if you look at history, it seems like ideas appear in the same place all over the world, but these people aren't communicating with each other. And so the reason that's happening is some type of telepathy. And people in the past, in ancient times, were able to work together through their empathy and through their telepathy. And through the modern age, we have lost this empathy. And it is actually empathy that will hold the New World Order together. Surprising to a lot of people, like the people in control. It is empathy that we will be able to work together, and with technological achievements that are coming, that are happening right now, we will actually be able to communicate telepathically. So we'll be able to work in unison. Now, the thing is, people are afraid of that because they're afraid to give up sovereignty. So there has to be a way to do that without giving up sovereignty at the same time. And that's by having a program, a consciousness that everything is connected to that is pure. So Christianity, that is the biggest thing preventing the New World Order, and the only way to get rid of it is to fulfill prophecy.